Well, good morning. So we're about mid-May, and I think I have pretty much everything planted that I'm going to attempt this year. Um, yeah, so got some strawberries in the pots on the porch, along with some vegetables, and we just moved the lemon tree out. Hope she does better this year. She doesn't necessarily like being outside as much as she does in her little inside poogie. So again, doing peppers over here in this patch. Over yonder there, you do see some potatoes. We let the potatoes go that we've been growing in there because with my condition, I can't eat them. But we did find some neighbor doing recycling. We did find some potatoes with a lower starch content, lower carbohydrate, and really hoping that they do well. This is one of the pots that they're in here. As soon as I empty this bed out of the regular potatoes, I will plant the Nicola, is its name, in this bed. But right now I don't want them to cross. Just can't afford it. In these vertical planters, we have some sunflowers. I've got some cucumbers growing in there, and a couple of smaller pepper plants. Again, like last year, I have some black cherry tomatoes growing over here. The basil is looking really well. I companion planted asparagus with the tomatoes and the basil because they do wonderfully together. These are new. They're called sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes, and again, they are really beneficial to people with my condition. I'm going to pair them with the potatoes and hope to bring the carbohydrate count down a little bit more. These were all started inside this year, and they did really well, so we've got a nice early start. Everything you see in the pots here are Amish paste tomatoes. In between, I have Swiss chard that has wintered over. It fed us all winter. Now we're into the serious growing season. I gotta get out here and keep them trimmed down. I do have, yes, you see some bush beans growing in between there at the foot of the columns. Just put up this little gate to keep the dog out, but we're still working on that. Again, everything over here is black cherry tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, garlic. I've got kale over here, and more sunchokes. These tomatoes here are those famous Black Beauty tomatoes that I just fell in love with last year. They're so resilient and tasty. They did really well, and I really love the way my sauces came out. So decided to go with those again. We changed the arbor here a little bit, put a panel in to keep the dog out. And then on the inside of that, there are more Black Beauty tomatoes. Yeah, those are Fireball Mums that you see in there. They were also started indoors. And yes, all these that you see here are potatoes. I'm so excited because they're doing really well. Companion planting is kind of my thing. So these are canna lilies that are coming up. They surprisingly survived the winter. And then back to the Amish paste tomatoes. We just had a little bit of rain, and they're doing quite well. Some you see are doing better than others, but it's still really early in the year. That blueberry over there is giving back a lot of love. And oh my God, look what happened to the herb garden. Look at all this. So this is sage, and I think you'll recognize the parsley. I love the parsley with tomatoes. It's fabulous. Look at the oregano, and the sage just went crazy. Over here we do have a couple more tomatoes tucked in the corner over there next to that enormous asparagus. Is a better boy. And then in the columns here, these are San Marzano paste tomatoes. Roses are doing really well, guarded by the angel. The raspberry is coming along. It's really early this year. I don't think we got started last year until, mid to late June. So that was kind of a setback. We're doing a lot better this year. The fig is blossoming out in all her glory. The strawberries are looking really quite lovely over there. And the apple trees are doing their thing. All in all, I'm really pleased with the season thus far. So let's hope I can see it to fruition. Yes, tomorrow I have another eye injection planned. So a lot of anxiety, a lot of trepidation, but if it gets me to the point where I can actually see all the beauty here, so be it. I'll do it. All right, y'all. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.